Hello, it's Olimek. In today's video, I will show you how to fix P0560 error code on your Toyota Camry. So if you are experiencing with the same error code P0560, the car will be running fine and you won't have any problem with running and driving on the road. But in this video, we're gonna find out why we have this error code. So before knowing the error code, you will have check engine light and we have to scan it with the OBD scanner. For that, we have two options. One is the professional one and the other one is the inexpensive one that we can read error code and live data. In the previous video, I unboxed it and tested this one. If you haven't seen that video, I will make sure to put it here. And the other one, I also made a video about this and I will show you both of them how we can read error code. Alright, let's turn on the engine and see how the engine is running. If we look at the dashboard, we have a check engine light and the engine running smoothly and there is no changing in the RPM, so the engine is very stable. Next, we're gonna read the error code with the STINK card OBD scanner. Alright, the scan is done. We have the P0560, one is pending and the other one is current. We're gonna click on it. So Google search doing a good job. Now it's showing us a faulty system, main relay or fuse, failed alternator or a battery failure. So we're gonna check the battery and the alternator. So when you have this error code, the first thing you should do, you should check the battery and then the alternator. And now I will show you how to do that. Even if you don't have a professional OBD scanner like this, we can check it with this one and it should show us the same result. I'm gonna plug the wire. We're gonna go to the OBD. Here, whenever it shows red, that means that you have a problem. We're gonna go to read code and pending, let's say first. It's the same code, P0560 system voltage. Sometimes when you are using these inexpensive one, it will show you directly right away what is the problem, and in this case it's showing us system voltage, which means the battery or the alternator. So let's go ahead and check these. Alright, for checking the battery, you can check it from the eyesight here, and in this case it's green, but sometimes you can't trust this one because they get stuck and you will think that you have a good battery. So always check it with the voltmeter. We're gonna put it on 20 volts and then we're gonna check it. It should not be less than 12 volts. We're gonna put the positive on the positive and negative on the negative. We have 12.45, which is good. Now we're gonna check the alternator to see if it's charging or not. We're gonna leave it like this and turn the engine on. It should be above 12 volts when the engine is running. That way it will charge the battery. Alright, it's showing us it's 13.6 volt and it's above 12 volts. That telling us the alternator charging the battery, which is really good. Now the battery and the alternator are both working good. Now we're gonna remove it and move to the next diagnostic. Alright, I already checked all the fuses and I didn't see any problem with them. They are all working, but I saw one of them is missing. So when I checked the fuses and I found this one is missing, which is the number 5. If you look at here, EFI number 1, 7.5 amps. So this one is missing and nobody touched the fuse box and I haven't pulled any fuses or changed the position, so it wasn't there from the beginning. And what I believe, after I cleaned all the error codes and do the scanning and health report with the THINK car from the previous video, and then the system detected that fuse is missing and it showed that a problem. So we're gonna put a 7.5 amp fuse back and check it again. Here I have a 7.5 amp and we're gonna put it in the 5th spot, which is the EFI fuse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's turn on the engine. We still have the check engine light, so I'm gonna clean it and see if it comes back right away. Alright, the code being erased. Let's turn on the engine and no check engine light. Before putting the fuse on, I couldn't erase the code because it was coming right away, but now it's not coming back. So that missing fuse was the problem. So if you have this error code with your Toyota Camry, I suggest you to check the fuse first because some of them are missing and I've seen so many online that they have missing fuse or they've been placed in a different place. Because if you check the battery and the alternator, maybe you have to go and buy a voltmeter and it's not a problem, and the problem will be a missing fuse. So if you have a Toyota Camry or any other models, I suggest you to check this fuse EFI1 if it's missing or not. and let us know in a comment section below. I'm sure it will help others. I will make sure to put all the products and the tools in the video description box below. I hope this video helped you out and understand why this error code came out. Hope this video was helpful and learned something new. If it was, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.